Danika, and today I've got an old favourite of mine by Giles, Andreae and Guy Parker Rees, and it's called Giraffes Can't Dance. I wonder if you know this story. Now I'm going to use the variation for giraffe that looks like this. You're going to stretch your animal shape up tall. You might also see giraffe done like this, which is similar to the sign for neck or giraffe. I'm going to do that one. And the sign for can't. You're going to take the index finger of your dominant hand, pop it onto your nose and twist it outwards. Can't. So can looks like a C shape. Can. And can't is a lovely twist. Giraffes can't dance. Here's our lovely giraffe named Gerald here. I'm going to use the G shape for his name. I wonder if you can follow along. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin or thin. He's got long, tall, thin legs. He was very good at standing still, so maybe make your giraffe stand nice and still, and munching shoots of trees. But when he tried to run around, maybe a giraffe runs like this. When he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees, fell over. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthog started waltzing, that's a type of dance, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced the tango, which was elegant and bold. The chimps or monkeys did a cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons, it's like a different type of monkey, 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor. But the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald. The animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. It's a bit sad, isn't it? Gerald simply froze up, or he stopped. He was rooted to the spot, or he was stuck where he was standing. Maybe he's scared. They're right, he thought, I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. I feel so silly or useless. Poor Gerald. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Goodness me, poor Gerald. Then he found a little clearing or some space and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket. It's kind of like a jumping bug, isn't it? Excuse me, coughed a cricket. He's up here. Who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass. Let's see. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So, imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. I'd like to pretend you're playing the violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hoofs had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail, here's his little tail, was swaying around or swishing around. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. You might like to make your lovely giraffe shape make all of those movements. So throwing your arms out, swinging them, maybe doing a somersault upside down, jumping. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twizzled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head. You might like to stretch your giraffe head up really tall. And looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. I really love the message in that story. So Gerald felt a little bit different to the other animals and the way that they all danced, but he just had to find his own song or his own music. It's all about the fact that we might all have some differences. We might all do things differently, but it's all about being unique and being special just the way you are. Thanks for joining me today for Story of the Week, and I look forward to signing with you again next time. Don't forget to send in your requests if you've got a favourite story too. Bye everyone.